Hello, viewers. It's Sentai Michael from Screen Views, bring you a new podcast from my seven-colored Super Sentai view. Like always, I'm gonna speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, because you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to breathe hard during this art podcast recording as well, not to cause any art feedback as well. If you're under 18, this art podcast recording will change your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this art podcast recording will change your adult language. If you're under 18, now if you're over 18, that means you have to watch this art podcast recording. Now, with that and everything else out of the way, let's get into the latest episode of Gozyuger. So basically, we cut to the bad guy's hideout in the no in the number one world. We cut to the bad guy's hideout in the number one world, and basically we see Fire Candle, clean off a weapon, polishing one of his weapons, and we see Miss Banquet, putting some more pictures of Riku, the Blue Ranger, that she doesn't know that. So basically, it turns out that Miss Becky still doesn't know that Riku is the Blue Ranger. She does not know that Riku is the Blue Ranger. And also, Fire Candle does not know he's the Blue Ranger either. So basically, at this point, it seems like that Mr. It seems like Mr. Knife and Miss Cake doesn't even know that Riku is the Blue Ranger either. So basically, that the only ones who know all the Rangers' identities is Kaon, Hal's brother. So basically, all the bad guys know. So basically, the bad guys mm, don't know the idea. So basically, Mr. Knife, Miss Cake, Fire Candle, and Miss Banquet doesn't know the identity of the Blue Rangers, but they know the identity of the other Rangers, except for the Blue Ranger. The only one who knows all the Rangers' identity is Kaon, and Kaon has not shared that information about the identity of the Blue Ranger towards his comrades at all. No, at all, and so far in the series so far. So anyway, Kaon, Mr. Miss Sweet Cake, Shiny Knife, Mr. Shiny Knife, mm, Fire Candle and Miss Banquet will turn around, and the doors open up, and basically we see Queen Tega June's head behind the doors. The doors open, and basically, every time the doors open, Tega June's always speaking and whatnot, speaking, or even speaking, seeing what's going on. So basically, he like, I gather you guys are here that I need. It's time to move forward with our plan. So basically, Kaon said that I have to. I found the the 11 strong Sentai wings that I gathered. So basically, he gave June these. So far, God, Ko only has 11 Sentai rings. So basically, he said, I gathered the top 11 powerful Sentai rings, and basically June absorbed those rings into our body, into our body and whatnot. So basically, these wings will help me, regain my will help me regain my strength, and basically and help me appear in the human world soon. So basically, but I'm gonna need some more items to help me. Help me appear in the human world. So basically, she gave free trackers like she gave free trackers to Miss Banquet. She gave chapter. I don't know. I love tongue tied today. Anyway, she gave the compass trackers, and basically she's explained to them like these these trackers will lead you to an item that contains some special power to it. Like then like some items that look ordinary, but they have some special powers to them. So anyway, so basically she gave a tracker to Miss Banquet. She get she gave a tracker to Fire Candle, and basically she gave a tracker to Mr. Shiny Knife and Miss Sweet Cake. And basically, like I want you free to go get the item while me and Kaon have a little chat. So basically, once they left, June started displaying that, I was created by humans as an artificial intelligence shaped after the Tega sword. So basically, I had the power to create worlds and whatnot. So basically, so basically, like basically, June was explaining her backstory to Kaon and whatnot. So basically, so basically, just like the Tega sword. I need a pilot. So basically, and basically, Kara said, I'll be a pilot. So basically, oh my god. So basically, so she got that out of the way. And also, she explains that so basically, that like, she has the power to create words, but also the monsters that we, those number 1 monsters, also a result of her powers as well. So basically, she can also create things as well besides worlds. So basically all the number 1 monsters are a result of Tekazun creating powers and whatnot. And basically, he made a version of the Wolf Caliber 50, the Caliber 50 for Kaon, and Kaon was like, "Oh, good." I'm like, "Oh, thank you, June." And basically, soon this world will be, soon the human world will be recreated and whatnot. So anyway, so anyway, so anyway, we see how working at this outside the haunted house as a cashier or some stuff. He's So basically, you know how in Japan they had the stamp scavenger hunt. So basically, this hunt house was part of a stamp scavenger hunt in Japan. In Japan, you go to a different location and if you have a stamp book, like if you go to a different location. Look at get the stamp scavenger hunt. You get the book stamp. So basically, once you get the stamps, at the end of it, you get a prize and whatnot. So basically, Samsumi was on a stamp. So basically, Samsumi came to the hunt house on her stamp scavenger hunt, and basically, how. So basically, how was kind of shocked to see some Hisumi on, basically how and Sumi was trying to meet each other and et cetera. And basically, that's when Fire Kano showed up. And basically, it's basically, so basically, Sumi and how was well, seemed they were about to fight Fire Kano. He said, Fire Kano said, "Whoa, well, much as I like to fight you guys right now, but I'm here on a different. I'm here on some. I'm not here to fight you. I'm here to look for something." So anyway, they went inside the haunted house, but so basically, Fire King managed to get into the haunted house without paying, and basically, Sumi and Hal went inside the haunted house chasing after Fire Candle. So basically, it turns out when they got into the haunted house, basically, Hal and Fire Candle were kind of freaked out of the scares at the haunted house, and Sumi was like having some fun with this, and basically, while Sumi was having fun with Hal and Fire Candle being scared, Fire Candle tracker led him towards this candlestick in the house, and basically, once he got the candlestick, he decided to get the hell out of there because he was scared, and basically, with the candlestick, and basically, how with like your father behind Mr. Fire Candle because he was scared at the haunted house as well, and so Sylvia is like, like you guys are a bunch of fraidy cats. Anyway, So anyway, meanwhile, back at the cafe, back at the cafe, Kinjin and Ryoga were reminding some special strawberries that Ryoga got for a special for the cafe. So basically, Ryoga owed these special strawberries in a special box, and basically he's going to use these special strawberries that he got for a special for the cafe, and that's when Mr. Shiny Knife and Miss Sweetcake came into the cafe. His tracker was pointing at the special strawberries that was in the box that Rio got for the cafe special, and basically Ryoga and Kinjin morphed up, and basically it seems like they was about to fight Mr. Knife and Miss Cake, and basically Miss Cake. Miss Cake and Miss Cake and not Mr. Knife and Miss Cake was about to fight the Rangers, and that's when Miss Cake suggests that we don't we don't need to fight them right now. So basically, let's try to let's try to let's try to do some reverse psychology on with the other Rangers, because they know that out of the Rangers, they know that out of the Rangers, Rio is a loyal father and worshipper of the Tegasaur. So basically, they did some reverse psychology, and basically, it's like, no, oh. Oh, we like how you did your shrine to the Tegasaur, and basically play that burst psychology using 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 Ryoga's affection toward the Tegasaur to not try to fight them, and basically Kindred is like, so once they made a comment about the Tegasaur shrine, a positive comment about the Tegasaur shrine, we are gonna demorph, and basically Kindred was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And Kindred demorphed as well, and basically like, these guys are up to something. These guys are evil, and basically they used that opportunity. So Mr. Nice and Miss Cake used the opportunity to take the strawberries and got away, headed back to their world while fighting the Rangers, and basically we ogre felt stupid for the whole. Situation that just happened and whatnot. Anyway, meanwhile, we see Miss Banquet at at a indoor flower garden, and basically her tracker pointed to this flower, and she got the flower, and turns out that Rio was there, and basically like you know. hmm, we all kind of recognize her, and basically, we keep on meeting into each other and whatnot. And basically, and basically, Miss Baker was thinking to herself that, I need to get this flower back to headquarters ASP. And basically, she said to Rio that, I wish that I wish that I wish that things were not about to change today. So basically, that's all she said to Rio, and basically she walked away and headed back to the headquarters with the others that they gathered that have powers that she needs to so basically she dissolved the items that the three items with the powers that she needs to appear in the human world. But there's still some final steps they need to take for June to appear in the human world. So anyway, and it turns out this is Kaon's turn to put the final steps in motion for June to appear in the human world. So basically, Kaon's house brother showed up with a bunch of foot soldiers, and basically, a crowd of people is like looking at Kaon and the foot soldiers just walking around, basically not causing any mass panic and whatnot, and that's when the foot soldiers called the Erie. The foot soldiers are called Aries that have bells bells for heads start to bang their heads to start to bang their bell heads together, and basically, and all the whole cloud of people were basically under their control. So basically, the foot soldiers managed to take control of the crowd of people. So people whatnot, and the Rangers showed up. It's like, wow, and the Rangers showed up on the seats. Like, what the hell is going on here? How it's like, what the hell is going on here, bro? Like, well, you guys are here on a, let's just say we have a special occasion. Let's just say that you and this crowd of people and I are here to set a special occasion. So anyway, so anyway, so basically the Rangers morphed up and basically started to fight against Chaos. Chaos transformed into God Gordo and using his dark version of the using his dark version of the Wolf Caliber 50 to fight against the Rangers. And basically, like, how was shocked, the Rangers was shocked that that Chaos has his own version of the of the Wolf, his own dark version of the Wolf DeCalibur 50. So anyway, after a brief fight with the Rangers, so basically he used the power of so basically Keon used the power of his Dark Wolf Caliber 50 to open a portal and basically above the people of the crowd of people that that are under basically are under mind control and absorb its energy. So basically the portal absorbed the energy of the mind control people, and basically turns out it's the energy that she needed. So basically, she needs some human energy. You needed some human energy to find appear in the world. Then another portal opened out and we see the Tega Mecha. Walk through we see Tega walk through the portal on these steps that appeared, and basically things like you guys are here. So basically, like well, at last, I finally made an appearance. June said I finally made my appearance in the human world, and basically how some of the Tegasword, and basically the Tegasword Mecha, and basically pilot with with basically and formed the Tegasword Red Decar Megazord, and basically like and how so basically June and Karen said that you guys are here to witness a wedding between June and the Tegazord, and basically like what, and basically like and basically the Rangers were shocked, but how it's like what the hell does she mean that she's here to marry you? So basically like and basically the Tegazord explained if me and June get married, this means the end of the human world. So anyway, and basically we see Karen inside Tega June, piloting Tega June, and basically, mm, it seems like so basically the Tega June Mecha, and with the help of the piloting of Chaos, was beating up and messing with the Tegazord, the called Megazord, with the Tegazord Mecha or Megazord, I call it. Sometimes I call Mecha Megazord, and sometimes I call Megazord Mecha. But anyway, so basically, after you know after June and Cam was done toying with the Tegazord, they put a ring on the Tegazord, and therefore that ring would start to absorb the power of the Tegazord, and basically the Tegazord had had to reject Hal from its cockpit. So basically, Tegazord said it's not safe for you to be inside my cockpit right now, and basically he got rejected from the cockpit, and the rest of the Rangers tried to attack the Tegas were trying to attack June, but June just basically hit him with an energy shot that forced the other Rangers to demorph, and all the Rangers were just flying on the ground, and that's when Kale came out of June's cockpit and took Hal's ring, and basically now you guys will witness witness a great a great sight of the union between the between Queen June and the Tegasaur. June kissed. So basically, June kissed Tegasord and used the Tegasord's energy to create this new Tega Mecha, and she said that our union is has gave birth to our prince that will destroy this world, and basically once this new mecha appeared, the other Rangers rings start to disappear as well, except for How. How's ring got taken by Kaon, while the other Rangers ring disappeared once this new mecha appeared in the sky with the power by June using her power along with the Tegasort power to make this new mecha their offspring, their child. So basically, this new mecha is a he. And he said this is the prince of destruction that will destroy the human world. And basically, the episode ends off with with Kaon laughing, and basically, we see the rest of the Rangers along with the Tegastar looking in horror while the world goes black, and basically that episode ends with this writing that we're no ends with this world is now ending, and that's how the episode ended on this note. So anyway, this was a good episode. So basically, we got more details about we got more details about about the bad guys. So basically, we know we know for sure that Tekaju is not trying to bring back the trying not to bring back the being that caused the Sentai War in the first place. She just wanted to she just wanted to be married. All she wanted is to be married to the Tegasaur, and basically they now have a child together as a result of this. So anyway, also we got some more details about Tekajun as well. So basically, this was a good episode. And so basically, the Rangers suffered their first major defeat, and and the bad guys, and had their major win, a major big win in this episode as well. So anyway, what do you guys think about this latest episode of a Go User? Good, bad, or just okay? Please let me know in the comments below. Anyway, signing off for School Reviews 1.